Anyway, let me not transgress the limit from the education point of view. I am just coming to it. I say, please give me one taluk or one district and I will see that the money is spent on education in a particular place under a particular taluk within 10 years give you a benefit of 10%. Let us have an experiment. I have been saying this from 1948. If you want, I will show you a copy of it which I sent to Pandit Nehru, who was then the Prime Minister, and to the Education Minister, as well as others. Let us try to be practical in approach. Coming to elementary education, have we succeeded in it? Is it not a directive principle of state policy to provide elementary education to all? We have passed 22 years and have we succeeded in it? Is it not very shameful for us that even now the percentage of literacy is barely 37%? These days the attendance in the elementary schools is between 40 to 60 per teacher. If anybody or any officer sits and still keeps quiet, when a teacher had 40 pupils to teach, he should be either a dunce or a crook or a misfit in the society. In elementary education, the maximum a teacher can handle is not more than 15 or 20. It can increase afterwards. The foundation had to be stronger in the beginning stages. I request the minister to spend any amount for elementary education, but not to allow more pupils in a class. We should see if it is not for us to fix up an average attendance by 15 or 20 for a teacher up to the third standard, and afterwards it can go to 15 to 30. In high schools, it can go up to 40. I know a number of classes having more than 30 students in a class. What can you call it except a flop coming to high school education? The best type of education that our country needs and could have been benefited by was basic education evolved by Mahatma Gandhi. How far we have succeeded in it and have we been influenced in implementing it? We have simply spoiled the very root of the principle here. In countries like Germany or Russia and other socialist countries, the work-oriented education is paying the dividends in hundreds and thousands. Here is a boy passing his matriculation or BA. He feels he should have only a white colored job. Pay the laborer more than that you pay to a graduate or an IAS, and then more people will go for work oriented education. Then people would like to work in the fields and industries. Coming to the college, people are enormed to start colleges and open universities, forgetting that each college needs a principal and each university needs a vice chancellor to travel everywhere. Secondly, if you compare the percentage of students going in for higher education in science and arts, you will observe that the percentage of those who are going in for science is still not as much as has been recommended by the Education Commission, and I entirely agree with the recommendations of the Commission in this regard. Therefore, there is a great deal of need for proper planning of higher education, and I hope that the Planning Commission will be taking up the matter in consultation with the Ministry of Education, the UGC, the state governments, and that this would depend on the tempo of economic development and change. Sir, looking at the clock, I am a little worried, but I would, if I may, take another 10 minutes to explain what the government is attempting to do in the field of primary education, which has been emphasized so much by many honorable members, and in my opinion quite rightly the focus was on the removal of illiteracy and giving primary education a new direction. Sir, the main point which we should all remember is that the present appalling figure of illiteracy has risen because we were unable to enroll all children in the age group of 6 to 11 in the primary schools, had even where we did succeed in enrolling them, they dropped off from schools unusually after 1 year. If this had not been happening continuously over a large number of years, the present figure of illiteracy would not have been as high as it is today. If we make an analysis of those who are not yet going today to the elementary schools in the age group or 6 to 11 years, we will find that the greatest shortfall is among girls, among the scheduled caste, among the scheduled tribes, as the two honorable members quite rightly pointed out. Stop the sponge.